Proverbs 13:20, brothers and sisters. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wiser. Whoever wants to be present to fools will be foolish, as I'll say. It's a night and day difference, man. Our lives' choices. Our life's choices, I should say. The choices we make drastically and clearly puts us on a very different path. Excellence, or a very horrible, meaningless path. It's the decisions we make at the end of the day. I was once one to walk with the fools, because when you're young, you don't necessarily know who's who. You might think you do, but you don't. Once you get up to the age of about an adult, you start to realize some real shit. I remember by 18 years old, early 18 years old, possibly even a little bit before that, I was realizing a whole lot of things. I started to see a lot of stuff, starting to see through people, calling people fake to their face, right in school and everything else. And I just didn't want to be a part of that, didn't want to be a part of those groups. It just felt fake. It's like I got along with some people in certain groups and some in others. I didn't just belong to a group. Because in school, there's like groups, you know what I mean? There's like the popular group, the druggy group, like just different groups. And it just felt fake. So I slowly started to realize that most people is just shit. Most people is straight up just not good. Shit. And I started to surround my mind with people who knew what they were talking about that didn't even come from where I come from, on platforms like YouTube and things of that nature. And I was gravitating towards that, and I was just getting away from majority of people at a certain age. And it takes time, man, to get your group. It takes time to, and when I say group, I mean circle is what I mean. It takes time to form your circle in life, and your circle is very important. You have to make sure there's no fools in the circle. You have to make sure everybody in the circle is compliant. Everybody in the circle is on the same page. And it's very important to not get around anybody else who belongs with the fools and who walks with the fools, because you will be the next. That is why I don't hang out with just anybody. I'm very picky with my time. Every day counts. Every single day that goes by counts, man. Every day. So we have to make them count. People think they can hang out with just whoever they want, do whatever they want, go out with people, and it's no big deal. It's just a night. It does more than you think, man. And this is what I'm getting to. These are things I started to realize, because I didn't go from like hanging out with people who was under the category of a fool to just dropping cold turkey and there's none around. It just kept getting less and less and less and less and less and less and less, to the point where I'm around like a couple of people tops. You got like a couple friends at some point. And now you start to like see through them, and you don't even want nothing to do with them. It's just like, man, they're just another fool who's not going in the same direction you're going in. And that's when you realize everything you were ever around, it just wasn't it, man. It just was not it. And now you find yourself on a whole different level. You find who you are on a whole different level and spectrum. And that's one of the best feelings you'll ever feel in your entire life, is feeling complete within yourself, not needing anybody else or friends around you to validate you, to make you feel a certain way. Like, that comes to an end. You don't need it because you've done so much work on yourself. It's like you love yourself. You love who you've become. You love the work you've done. You love how you invested into yourself and your health, your well-being, business, career, whatever it might be, your whole setup. You just enjoy life. And you didn't need nobody else to do that. A lot of people need friends today, bro. Hang out with the same people every week and just, they're fucking butt buddies, and it's just not mature. It's just, they don't know what they're doing. They are lost. Not connected to themselves at all. And the friends I have that I'm closest with, we are all busy. We are all busy people doing our thing. And every conversation is just incredibly amazing every single time, because we're all down to earth. We are all mature. We all know what is going on in this world. And to be connected to people like that, bro, it's nothing short of a blessing. And we all choose, not to walk with the fools, but to walk the path we are supposed to walk. And that takes more strength more than anything else. It takes no strength to be codependent on a few fools. It takes no strength at all. But it takes a whole lot of strength to walk away from people you know are not good. Because you know it serves you best, and better is coming. Better is coming. You don't need that shit in your life when better is coming, because that's what you want from yourself. You want better. You work for better. You commit yourself to get better. So, you walk with the fools and you will see the results. You too will be a fool. And it's not going to end well. But it will end well for the wise, because the wise become wiser. The fools will suffer. And if you hang with the fools, you too will suffer. Proverbs 13:20. This world, bro, this life, we only have one. It is not to be messed around with. It is not to be tampered with. We have to take our lives seriously in the things we're doing. And for the people trying to convince you not to do that, look at their life. It is a train wreck of a life. Don't take life so seriously. Don't take life so seriously, bro. I had people hit me up a long time ago when I was like 22, 23, 24. And they were just saying things like, why are you taking life so seriously? Almost like trying to shame me for being ambitious. You used to be so not like that. Like, I can't stand it when people just get so serious in life and just don't ruin their own life. And they didn't say ruin your own life, but they're pretty much saying that. Like, as if being ambitious is some bad thing. Like, you just gotta be kidding me, man. You just gotta be kidding me. That's the way they think. Because if they were to be ambitious, that's miserable for them, because discipline is miserable for them. They think life is a circus. Life should just be fun all the time, and activities and going out and drinking and no work. That's not what life is. Not that you can never have a good time or party here and there or something and get back to it, and I don't like to party anymore, but a life without discipline and focus, bro, shit. It's not good. It's absolutely shit. And You don't feel good. You don't feel at your best. And a life with discipline, you could feel at your worst and still feel better than people feel on a daily basis. That is the difference, man. That's the difference. It's a night and day difference. Discipline will have you feeling your best mentally, physically, emotionally, in every single way you could possibly think. But without that discipline, that ain't going to be there. And all the fools that we speak on, they're all undisciplined. They all walk with each other. They all think they're all that and they do all that stuff and they're so cool and all this stuff. Fools. And they're not wise. But the wise become wiser by being with the wise. It starts with you choosing, you know what, I want better. It starts with you being like, you know what, I'm going to get smarter. I'm going to get more wise. I'm going to commit myself. I'm going to do these things. And you just attract what you attract, man, in this world. You attract what you attract in this world by being that way. It's the way we move that's going to attract the things that we want to attract. That's what it is. There is no point in being a fool, although some can't help it. They're just destined to be that. There's winners, there's losers, there's fools, there's wise people, there's all sorts of stuff. And you don't have to be labeled anything. Like, at the end of the day, your actions are going to speak for it when it's all said and done. You can go from being a fool a lot of your life and switch. You have the capability of doing so. You don't have to be stuck a fool. A fool can change, but it takes a person to really have the hunger to want to change, to want better. And live a God-filled life. And give your life to God. You will do whatever He says. You're literally living that way. You're not listening to outsiders or the noise. You know what's best. You know you have to be patient. It's going to take some perseverance and it's going to take some time, but that's where you have to be. And I make it sound easy. It's not easy. But there's nothing worse than being stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. You want better for yourself. You want the life you want to live. And you're going to have to get uncomfortable at times. Discomfort is going to be a thing. Discomfort is going to be there. But it's up to us to embrace those times. It's up to us to embrace the discomfort. I had to go through these spiritual awakenings by myself. While everybody else was out partying, bro, I was going for long walks by myself on the boardwalk a long time ago in a hot summer night. And I'm just thinking, I'm brainstorming. I felt good as hell. I felt good. I'm walking around, I'm thinking my mind is clear, and I just felt on top of the world. I put my arms out by the water. And I just take everything in. I would take everything in, all the energy, and I was thinking positively, and I just felt on top of the world. Even though at the time, my reality wasn't that, but I felt that, and I felt it was coming. And you will attract how you feel inside, so we have to make ourselves feel good inside, because that's what we're going to attract. If you become a very wise man or woman on the inside, you're going to attract other wise people. You're going to attract some great results all the way around the board. But if you want to be some arrogant fool who gets with other fools, who walks and roams around with other fools, those are the results you get. Bum results. You will be a bum on the side of the sidewalk. No one's going to notice you. That's what you will be. Or you can be the wise guy that walks up and everyone turns their head. Everybody looks at that guy because he's just got something a little bit different. We get to pick and choose our own realities, guys. That is what we get to do. And it's all on us. So, with that being said, that is the end. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.